You're watching News Channel 5 at 6 with Dale Huffman and Diana Raphael.
Last evening it was Jimmy Faircloth. Tonight, Judge Marcus+Clark takes his turn. Both men are running for state Supreme Court, and the election is this Saturday.
Judge Clark sat for this interview a few weeks ago after Mr. Faircloth was here. News Channel 5's Mike Magnoli joins us now live in the studio.
Good evening, Diana. Good evening, Dale. Well, Judge Marcus+Clark told me before we began the interview that I could ask any question. He did not ask for a list of questions in advance, and the judge was very forthcoming about his sanction and suspension, as you're about to hear. Last night you heard Mr. Faircloth accuse the judge of staging the sheriff's endorsement, bamboozling them into a TV commercial. Faircloth said it was an old-school, dirty political trick. Now, Judge Clark says he was surprised by that accusation and says the sheriffs endorsed him by their own free will. And he wanted to highlight the fact that no judge in the Supreme Court district is running against him. Here's Judge Clark.
This election is about qualifications. It's about judicial experience as a judge, and I have that. I've been on the bench now for 13 years.
Judge Marcus+Clark is running for the state Supreme Court on the platform of experience. He's a judge in Monroe in the 4th Judicial District.
As a judge, I'm required to do something attorneys aren't. Attorneys look at things one-dimensional. They look from their client's view on how to win a case. A judge has to keep an open mind, has to look at all the evidence and be multidimensional.
Judge Clark boasts his multidimensional perspective, but multitasking, well, that's something he admittedly struggled with early in his career. He fell so far behind with his cases, he was sanctioned and suspended by the state Supreme Court. A fact Judge Clark's opponent, Jimmy Faircloth, has emphasized in his attack ads.
It was a mistake that I made early on. Based on that, I saw the need to get computers in our courtrooms, to get case management in our courthouse so that we could move cases quicker, to restructure how we did things. And based on that, our court is a better court. I became a better judge from that mistake.
And Judge Clark has been answering for some other mistakes this campaign season. If you've been following the race, you know about Folder Gate. Judge Clark's campaign was the subject of headline stories for trying to distribute Clark promotional material in Louisiana schools.
Thought it was an ingenious idea by my staff. Said check with every school board and make sure it's okay. Now, some of the school boards, I understand, have passed some rules about it being, them handing it out. And I understand that. But we asked each school board how to do it. And the one that we sent it to, somehow, evidently, the left hand didn't know what the right hand was doing.
Now, Judge Clark has also had to defend some of his attack ads on Jimmy Faircloth. Some of his commercials have made claims that Faircloth is a member of trial lawyer associations. Faircloth says that isn't true. I asked Judge Clark why that would be an attack point in the first place.
There's nothing wrong with being a trial lawyer association. That's the spin my opponent put on it. If you'll notice, the materials we showed attacked him, or we questioned his credibility in that he was not being transparent. He was telling Lobby and other groups that he hadn't been a trial lawyer in 10 years, but yet he was handing out material and talking to other groups, trial lawyers and all, and saying, I'm a member of the National Trial Lawyer Association, or the local.
And wrapping up this piece, one of my final questions in the interview was, Judge Clark, tell us a goal that you'll set for yourself if you make it to the bench.
What I want to do, and I will tell you, Justice Kimball has become our new Supreme Court Chief Justice, and she has started what's called best practices. And that's something that I want to work in because I believe in that, and I think that will help the lower court judges, the district court judges, and the city court judges do a better job for the public.
And ladies and gentlemen, just so you all know, we gave equal time to Judge Clark and Mr. Faircloth in our coverage. Of course, we would have liked to see the candidates sit for a forum or a debate, but Judge Clark wouldn't go for that. And I asked him during our interview, why not go head-to-head with your opponent, Judge Clark? Well, he answered that question, but it was off the record. Dale, Diana?
All right, thank you. Don't want to remind the folks, polls open bright and early Saturday, close Saturday evening at 8 o'clock.
We'll be here covering it.
Yes, we shall. We shall have the final
Or you'll be
tally.
here covering it.
One of us will be here doing something.
But, nice weather.